Boston, where just moments ago, the amazing career of Shannon Miller hit the crossroad. Her very first vault. As she came here to Boston to compete in the Olympic trials, she did so on a bad right leg.
Okay. Right?
You okay? The same knee? Yes, okay. No, Debbie, we're gonna get her into the back room, okay?
No.
Hold on, we're just gonna get her into
Stand up first.
Yep.
Okay. Stand up.
Okay.
Okay.
This is gutsy stuff. Is it the same stress fracture in the knee, or is it something different?
One thing's for sure, if it can be done, Shannon's the one that'll do it.
You want to take a third run down? Just
Husband,
a run
Chris
down,
Phillips.
Just run the way back?
Huh? Let's just run on the way back, all right?
What are her options here, guys?
Well, actually, what she can do, believe it or not, she has the option of running down the vault.
Well, here's what you got to do. If you're going to run down there and it feels awkward, you run by the horse. You got 3 runs. You got it?
Yeah.
So you run down there, you run by the horse. If it's not fast enough, if it feels good, you go ahead and do it. If not, you're out of the meet. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the difference. So you run by the horse or you pop it up there and go. There's no halfway.
Yeah.
You got it? Okay.
She actually can run by the horse. She has that option, can walk right back, do it again, no deduction. Sounded like that's what Steve was saying first off, and then he decided maybe that's just too risky.
She had no U.S. nationals. These Olympic trials, these 2 days, the toughest gymnastics test that she's had in 3 years, were to determine her Olympic dream.
And Steve Nuno complained to me before the meet began, said she's the only one here who's got to go through 3 meets. She had to be verified just to be in the meet before this one even got going. Was very frustrated with that.
She survived it. But now, a limp. A very noticeable limp.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on to my shoulder. Okay. Okay. Good try. All right.
I never want to open my arms up again.
That was the weirdest thing. You just pulled it down. Okay? Right?
The exact
I
thing
want to
we
go into
saw.
the training room.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, I want to turn and go to the training room. All right? All right. Let's just, let's get... Yeah, let's do that. Okay? All right. Here we go.
So, Shannon Miller went to the training room here at the Fleet Center in Boston.
Stay light
What
on
news
it, okay?
comes out is still to come as an amazing night gets started. This is it. The tumbling that started then has brought Vanessa Atler to the trials of her Olympics now. For 3 years, there has been no doubt that she would be going.
It's my oh my God.
Now there is doubt. Just a few months ago, Jamie Dancher started performing like she never has. She's kept it going, and it's a precious hope from 3. Alyssa Beckerman has learned how pressure can lead to a body's betrayal. And her dream is precarious at best. Is it how you start or how you finish? After a rough beginning, Morgan White came back, trying to force the ladder. Dominique Dawes goes back 2 Olympics. Her question is, did she come back to the quest for 3 too late? And then there's the woman who's won more medals than any other. Shannon Miller wants the chance to be magnificent again. the Olympic trials. This is the man. These are their dreams. This is it. You want Survivor? We've got Survivor. Live we are at an SRO Fleet Center in the hub of New England, Boston, Massachusetts. Already a very eventful first rotation. Let's show you what happened to Vanessa Atler from Plano, Texas, where she now trains on an apparatus that has driven her a little crazy in her career.
And unfortunately, we've seen these errors from Vanessa time and time again, and I have to tell you, it absolutely drives
right
Bella
there, supposed to go past
crazy.
The handstand. We saw a flicker of fear in Vanessa right from the get-go. She's leaping over the bar. Simple element. Legs come apart. Concentration. You can tell the way she works through this exercise that she's just wanting to get off of the bars. That's not the way you're supposed to do it.
And a bounce at the end. Tim, show us where she got in trouble right from the beginning.
So right from the start, you see those legs come apart right there. That's just a flicker of fear, panic. She's not concentrating.
And you usually know with Vanessa that it's not going to be a great exercise right from the beginning. Here she was supposed to go over the bar, obviously covering up something she's had to do many times before.
Because of these errors, especially the one where she didn't go over the bar, her start score's lowered to a 9.6, and it produces a look like this, and that does not help Vanessa Atler's cause at all.
Well, the pressure really goes up now on Vanessa Atler to stick her next 3 events, and she will be coming up next. We want to go back and listen to Steve Nuno, the coach of Shannon White. Right after they emerge from the training room, they're making a critical decision.
It's safe to risk. If you are going to be considered, you have to be considered healthy, okay? So I don't want to do any further. If there's any stiffness or, you know, if you're not going to do a really good job, then it's not worth it to us, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to scratch the rest of this meet, let our results stand for what they are, okay? Obviously, you missed the same vault, unfortunately, but you know, you warmed it up fine, and you warmed it up with an exceptional, you know, power. So you're okay with that. You and I are okay with that. All right. Now, what's going to happen? We have to let everything else stand. You understand? Okay. And now I don't want to be a further distraction to the rest of the group, so I want you just to be there and be supportive of the rest of the team. Okay. We're not going to feel sorry for ourselves. We trained hard for this meet. You're in this meet, and you're going to treat everybody else and the rest of the meet like you would be in the meet. Got it?
Now the selection procedures.
Shannon Miller dealing with withdrawing from the Olympic trials. And this could be how her highly rewarded gymnastics career comes to an end. Now back live for Vanessa Atler, Al Trautwig, Tim Daggett, Elfie Schlegel. The first vault for Vanessa Atler. Now that miss on the uneven bars, as we mentioned, that ups everything. That's left for her tonight.
Now, Bella said to us this morning, he just wishes he could find that button to give her the fire.
Well, it's a great vault. There's no doubt about it. Vanessa Atler can vault, and that really helps her cause dramatically. This team, just about any scenario you put together, they come up a little bit shy, especially on vaulting and a little bit on floor, and Vanessa Atler fills that bill. She plugs that hole.
Okay, you heard Steve Nuno and Shannon Miller. She wanted to know about whether they can apply to go further into the training camp or be an alternate or whatever. What are their options?
Well, the selection procedures are very open-ended. It's not spelled out. Bella Caroli told me yesterday, no question about it. Sorry to say this, he said he will not take an injured athlete. It's not fair. It puts too much pressure on the other athletes. He won't do it.
Well, let's recap what's going on here. This is the second and final night